haven't flown the Bighorn in a year. That's kind of a crazy statement, but it's true. This is from OMP. It's a particularly nice airplane. But I haven't flown it in a while. I'm noticing one or two little things, so I'll have to check the trim settings, and I'm noticing my flaps. That should be okay. We'll find out pretty quick, won't we? Meter rates. The OMP Bighorn. I've still not given this plane its fair flight. It seems to get stuck into a lot of winter flying, and the last time out I noticed a configuration issue with my remote, and I'm already noticing these skis are doing goofy things, so the poor OMP Bighorn is not getting me at my best. But, hey. There you go. Ooh, it kept rolling on me. Flying my medium rates is probably 80% with 30% expo. I'm noticing my skis are kind of really stuck, and that's probably not helping how the plane feels. And I probably don't have my battery smack on CG, but whatever. Fly through it all. It's got lots of power on 3S2200s. That's a little bit more of a gentle roll, but interesting coming out of the roll is you've got to correct. It doesn't just want to naturally roll itself over, which is more expected out of this airplane, so it's a little bit more 3D and crazy flying and all kinds of good adventure stuff. Full flaps and everything. I'm not going to bother trying to roll them out today because my hands are already telling me they're nice and cold. Plus there's no wind, but it looks visually stunning, and I'm quite confident that on a nice day I would be having a lot more fun throwing it around, giving it more. I will have to go in and correct those skis. You can see a little bit of a dive on the turns, eh? I probably got my CG off ever so slightly, and I want to go back and I want to tune all my flaps, control horns, everything. I noticed one was kind of dipped down a little bit more than the other. And in this weather, I'm not giving the airplane all it deserves. I'm warm, but my hands are definitely cold. And I didn't bring my thin gloves to stick inside the mitt. So 1 minute, I'm gonna come in and do my touch and go landing, but so far, hey, not bad. Warm my hands, maybe throw another battery in there, change the shot, I don't know, haven't decided yet. It's got some nice power and climb on 3S2200, which is really nice. It's nice to be able to still have a couple 3S2200 planes that have got a lot of presence, so. All right. Let's see how it slows down. Oh, the hens are definitely cold. You gotta put a rear ski on this thing, I admit. A rear ski on this thing would probably get rid of some of those bounces, but not too bad. And we'll take that. Woo. Yeah, the fingers are getting cold. Put my gloves back on. Well, I'm Andre. That was definitely not my greatest flying out here in the cold, but I can tell you, I can feel my digits just slowly losing their dexterity and everything. The Bighorn, the OMP Bighorn, as I said in the flight video, I want to come back and do some tweaks. I'm noticing things like my ailerons and everything are a little offset. Yeah, when I was doing the initial radio setup on the OMP Bighorn, I used an old template, and I'm noticing some flaws from that setup, like things like the ailerons and the flaps are not quite aligning. So I'm not giving the plane a good representation of what this plane can do. Got to go back and check those skis and tune those all in and everything. But hey, not bad to get it out flying, you know, and just put it in the air and enjoy it. The Bighorn from OMP, and even more so the Challenger, are really fun. I had a lot of good time flying them last year, but I definitely got to give this thing a little bit more air time. So I'm Andre, OMP Bighorn. Hope you enjoyed the video. Second flight, hands are warmed up a bit. Unfortunately, the onboard camera I think is frozen, so you just have to deal with me throwing the OMP around on the deck from the deck camera. And my hands feel a little bit more loosey-goosey now. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. It's too bad about the onboard, but that's the problem with winter camera shooting is they tend to get too cold. That's really unfortunate. It would have been a great view up there. Oh, we'll see what I did get, but I tried to turn it around to point towards the back of the plane, and I didn't reset my timer. I might regret that. That's okay though. Oh. You saw the elevator dip there? I'm gonna have to take that out. That was very radical. Wow. Obviously added a little too much down elevator. Glad I did that up high, not down low. All right, so I gotta come back and recalibrate all of this airplane. I'll give it some proper bench time, fix those skis, go through the remote settings and everything. All right, let's bring that thing in. Wow, that was fascinating. I have to check that out on after I've landed it. No flaps. Oh, they're coming in a little faster than I want it. That wasn't bad, actually. Pin that tail. All right. So, yeah, look how aggressive that. I don't think it needs any elevator adjustments on that setup. Breaking my heart that the yeah, it's too cold.